Welcome back to the 2023 PDGA Junior World Championship, powered by Paragon Disc Golf. Out here in Peoria, Illinois, jumping into the semi-finals of the MJ18 division. Thank you for joining Valley Forge Sports Network throughout this tournament. And thank you to the PDGA for having us. I'm Chris DeMarco and Willem Kline, back again.
Happy to be here to see how this concludes.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Patrick Yu in first place. Waden Sides right there with him. Judah Kooistra and Levi Stout not far behind. As we take a look at the leaderboard, we got a couple other players in the mix, but that lead is starting to thin out.
And it's starting to look like the Waden and Patrick show here, but we'll see how this plays out.
Hole 1, par 3, 258. A little bit of a left to right slope on this hill, but the backhand just kind of attacks the green nicely. Looks like we got Waden going up first.
Starting us off nice and strong. He's going to put it right in circle 1 here on hole 1.
Patrick going for the turnover to avoid that early tree. Unfortunately, I think he leaks out to the rough on the left side there.
Yeah, he let it go just a little early there and didn't turn quite enough.
Judah going for more of a flex line here, going right at it with something a little more stable.
I like the stable play here just because of how it can play against the hill. Levi rounding us off, going a similar line.
What a run on the basket there.
Absolutely, going for the ace, pushes it a little bit deep, but not too deep. He should have a circle 1 putt.
Gallery's been growing all week. Can't wait to see what we've got here for the semifinals. And here's a look at Patrick's lie.
Tough putt there for Patrick. He's just going to lay it right under the basket here for a par.
Waden looked like he kind of skipped off the cage and hit center pole there. Almost had the birdie.
Thought for sure he would get that one there after his putting performance last round, but looks like having a little trouble here.
Yeah, and that's a tough break for Levi there.
Absolutely, just catching that underside of the branch there and shooting him right down.
He was hardly positioned in the rough either. That tree just kind of jutted out on him.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was going to get too much in his way, but did shoot him right down, and Judah will be the only one taking a birdie here on hole 1.
Is that like extra points or something?
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how Judah's going to respond to being a few strokes back. He was leading for so long.
Absolutely, and now Judah just 2 back of Waden and Patrick. We'll see how he can keep continuing to apply that pressure going into the next few holes.
Yeah, middle part of the course is really the challenge here. Got a couple easy birdies early on. Hole 2, par 3, 234. This is a right to left tunnel shot that finishes very uphill. About 20 feet around the basket to settle in, but that rough comes up quick.
Judah going right into the tree there.
Squares that one up, right back to the fairway, thankfully.
Waden puring the gap, and that's going to be right up by the basket.
Another one of these dead straight shots. Great shot by Patrick. I love the way that the disc just filters into the screen.
Absolutely. Levi catching the same tree.
It's going to be a little bit of a tough scramble for Levi.
This hole's tricky because you have to push a hyzer, but you do have to kind of pull it all the way through your body with the way that the tee box is lined up here. So it's a very committed shot. Good approach there from Judah.
Little bit turned over from Levi. Looks like he's about 30 feet left.
And not making good for the putt either. Good save there for Judah.
So difficult coming down the stretch. Every stroke is going to matter here. We got 18 holes here at Lake Eureka, and just 4 players are moving on to that final 9. So much pressure.
You gotta think these players are gonna be fighting for their lives out here. Judah already hitting a couple 20-footers early in the round, so he should be feeling good about his putt going into the next few. Levi, an unfortunate bogey there, will make him 6 back of the lead now.
And Patrick with a little tap in. Great tee shot.
Absolutely.
Up next, hole 3, par 3, 192, left to right tunnel shot. Only about 10 feet of width on this fairway the whole way, and you've got 1 or 2 trees really leaning in right at the corner of that turn. I like the straight play from Waden. That green sort of is angled left to right. You can kind of filter your way up there if you hit that hill right.
A little frustration there, but he's still going to be looking right at the basket.
And that is parked by Patrick Yu yet again.
And yeah, you got to think that's what Waden wanted to do right there. Judah following that line too. A little bit turned over.
A little bit of extra flair on that turnover. Great shot. And Levi goes more for that filter in play, simplifying the hole, and he's right under the basket as well.
Yep, playing the ground perfectly there, and he's going to have a tap in. We'll see if Waden can make this putt here.
Misfire from him. That's kind of that range where it gets tough to keep your same form on the stagger.
Yeah, you got to put a little more oomph on it, so just losing a little control there. And short for Judah.
Levi bouncing back with a nice birdie. Not going to get a stroke on Patrick, though. Fantastic drive.
And Patrick looking to take a 1-stroke lead here. And he gets it.
Ledgestone. Every summer, hundreds of disc golfers flock to the greater Peoria, Illinois area to compete in the sport's richest and most charitable event, the Ledgestone Open. But what does Ledgestone look like for the rest of the year? On the surface, Ledgestone is one of disc golf's leading retailers, but look a little closer and you'll find a group of motivated individuals providing the best possible service to the disc golf community. So whether you're building a bag, wanting to support your favorite pro, or looking to add to your disc golf wardrobe, choose the retailer that's as passionate about the sport as you are. Choose Ledgestone.
The Wasp, especially the Z Wasp, it did go in the bag really early. It's great for kind of that in-between stability. I can flex it if I need to. I can throw it on hyzer. It's dependable and it holds up in the wind.
Hole 4, par 3, 240. Another straight shot that still has quite a bit of difficulty. Green really leans right to left, so it's hard to settle in. You'll see a lot of 20-foot putts from down in that gully there. We saw Patrick get this hole in round 3. If he can do it again here, he's really putting on the pressure to these guys.
And he puts it real close there. I like how he turned it over there to play almost backboard off the hill and just keep it close to the basket.
Levi again, just going real low, slow speed. Really trying to reel things back in. I love that tee shot.
Waden's leaks a little bit left there, but he's going to be even with the basket on his putt.
Another good shot. Long putt.
The players are all going to be putting for birdie here on hole 4.
Yeah, you said it though. Turning one over right into that hill seems to be the play here.
Good trade to stop the roll away. And there's a hit for Waden.
Yeah,
Got
right
another
back to
birdie on
his
the board.
normal spot. Dead center chains. You love to see it.
And Levi and Patrick here just cleaning up their short birdie putts.
Hole 5, par 3, 294. Big right to left shot. A couple obstacles in the fairway. And there's one tree that's kind of hidden on this late side. Super important to push that hyzer far and on the right side of the fairway. But make sure you don't go too straight. Lots of different possibilities where the disc can end up here. I think I saw that one go straight long.
Yeah. Definitely upping the difficulty a little bit on this hole.
This looks like the perfect shot.
Yeah, it's hyzering perfectly. Skips up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Perfect roll, and that's going to be ideal. And Waden, big mistake here early on, grip locking it right into that tree.
Yeah, it's so tough on these long par threes. You know, you don't want to overpower the disc, but you've still got 300 to go, slightly uphill the whole way. You have to commit, but it's so difficult to stay on the fairway here.
You got to think it's going to be hard for Waden to get any sort of look at par from here.
Love the teamwork there. That's a pretty ridiculous shot.
That was a good out. Still going to be short, and looks like Waden just trying to take his medicine here and get up and down for his bogey.
Very curious to see where Patrick is. And he's just low on the chance to go up by 2.
What a run there.
Oh no, he's still going up by 2. Just with the par. Look at that.
Yep, he will take 2 strokes here on Waden. Super easy birdie there for Levi.
Hole 6, par 3, 318 feet. Very windy tunnel shot, slightly uphill. Typical Lake Eureka hole. Couple different options off of this tee, but you're probably gonna have to hit a long putt here.
And Levi this time grip blocking it just a little bit right, and it hits that skinny tree. Judy going for the flex shot here. Makes it through, and he's going to have a birdie look. Patrick with a 2-stroke lead. Going hyzer flip through that main gap, and he is going to slide up towards the basket for a birdie putt. Likely around circle's edge.
Waden just putting so much into these tee shots right now.
I liked that angle, just needed to be a little bit more to the left side.
Cannot understate how tricky it is to access these baskets. I'm so excited to see Northwood Blue, just absolutely so narrow on every hole. You got to be so precise out here.
Yeah, those greens have been very well guarded, and Levi will have a long putt here for par. No problem. He's going to walk that in. Definitely a feel-good putt for Levi, as he has built up some momentum on the last few holes, so now he gets to keep that going.
What an effort from Levi Stout there. Patrick, a chain link away from cashing in the birdie and going up by 3.
Judah making good on his birdie. He'll be 3 strokes back for Patrick now. Waden, more putting struggles already early in this round. Had a good hit last hole and just a little bit of leak on that putt. He's going to take another bogey.
Patrick unhappy with that par, but he's still got the lead. Hole 7, first par 4 of the day, coming in at 645 feet, 197 meters. Another hill that's kind of slightly uphill the whole way. This one really looks like a 2-shot par 4. I mean, somebody got really far around the bend in round 3. I forget who it was, but I think that the straight, simple shot here is the key, and then go aggressive on the second.
Quick.
It's all about landing zones here on hole 7.
And that looks like a decent first shot, but he's probably going to have to throw a standstill there.
He pushed that a little bit straight, but he should have a look at the fairway. Patrick catching a tree on the early left side. It's going to put him in a lot of trouble.
Similar issue for Waden. He's got a couple extra feet on that drive. It's just been a long week. You can see some of that, the physicality starting to wear on these guys. It affects the mental game. I mean, we're here in round 5. A lot of these guys have been playing on coverage the whole week. It is not easy out here.
Especially with all the pressure added on. Many of these players are not currently in their hometown, have traveled very far, like you said.
I love that little forehand line from Judah there. Great scramble effort, but still going to have a very, very difficult look if he wants to get that birdie.
Levi giving it a good effort as well, catching a tree. A good effort there from Waden, just a little bit off on the wide side. Catches some foliage, and he is going to be down in the fairway. That's going to be a long look for par for Patrick.
Levi, a little bit of an early release. So much more challenging when you're not throwing on flat ground.
Our lead card is struggling a little bit here on hole 7. A little bit of a leaky upshot there from Waden. That's going to be not an easy putt there.
Good play from Patrick, just going with the simple upshot there. Plenty more opportunities coming up.
Yeah, the rest of the card also not doing so well in this hole, so take a bogey there and not lose too much for Patrick. Waden gave that one a bid, but not quite.
Real clutch putt from Patrick there. He's not going to be happy with the bogey, but that's still going to help build momentum going forward. Hitting a nice 25-30 footer. And he's still got the lead here. I mean, 2 down through 7. We've seen him perform better on this track, but he's still in a great spot.
Waden definitely frustrated after that missed putt. He will take a triple bogey on the hole 7.
We've seen so much poise from him all week. I mean, we've watched so much golf from him. It was a matter of time till, he had a couple tough breaks on the green.
And especially after that last round, he put on such a good putting performance.
Seriously. I'm very excited to see his next tee shot. I feel like he's kind of been overpowering him a little bit. Stepping into hole 8, you slow things down. Yeah. This is such a difficult hole regardless. I mean, I really think these guys need to play for the 3 here. Just get that nice tap in par, kind of reset your mental energy. And yeah, there was a discussion about this truck. The players just decided to play on. Everyone's taking that safe Backhand hyzer line.
Yep, Judah just laying up to the gap here.
Never mind, Levi's going to crush this.
That is definitely not a layup. Not sure where that landed. Should be pretty close to the main gap.
Hear that snap on the throw of Patrick Yu. And I was almost too clean. I think he pushed a little bit far there.
And Waden going big here.
I wonder if he was trying to go for like the sky roller look there. Either way, that's a great spot to be.
Absolutely. Should be a nice easy up and down for Waden, and like you said, to get back to that baseline. And you were right, Patrick was a little bit wide there.
Looks like he might have kind of just been playing for the 4. We'll see how far Patrick is. Levi coming from a very difficult spot. Gets about 80 feet on the disc there and leaves himself with a long putt.
And yep,
Yeah, I think that was a great play from Patrick there. I mean, tough break on the tee, and he takes his medicine. He wasn't even really trying to go big. He'll have to take the 4.
Waden will have a nice easy tap in 3.
Love Levi's aggression from deep. And a big putt from Judah Kooistra. Starting to gain a little bit of strokes out here just by playing real clean golf.
And it's definitely a feel-good hit, especially with Patrick here about to tap in for a bogey. He'll go to 1 stroke back of the lead now.
Just got to keep it clean out here. I think, you know, this being the final round before the final round, there's that extra pressure. You really want to see yourself, you know, on that podium. Jumping into hole 9, par 4, 522. Definitely an eagleable hole if these guys were to really push one out. But this is just another shot where you can kind of just play it safe off the tee and have the easy approach. We'll see what these guys do. Nice, smooth, simple hyzer from Judah Kooistra. Gets himself to a great spot. I have a feeling Waden's going to go huge here.
Waden actually puts it pretty conservative out there. It's a nice smooth hyzer. Good skip, and
Still kind of a long look.
yeah, he will have a long look. Levi's going big here.
Yeah, he loves going off the back of the tee. Boosts one out there. Maybe about a 65-foot look for the eagle here on hole 9.
All our players well up the fairway here on hole 9.
You expect to see the star frame here for sure. Great approach from Judah, playing the hyzer out to the right side.
And such a smooth shot. Great distance control.
Patrick likes to take his time on the green, but on these up shots, he knows exactly what he wants, just kind of steps up and rips it. And Levi, one of his signature floaty bids. Not too much of a comebacker for the birdie.
A lot of distance on that jump putt. All our players super close here, and they're all going to tap out their birdies now and move on to hole 10.
Still in the lead is Patrick Yu, but it has shrunk to 1. That man Judah Kooistra chasing him down. He was in the lead earlier this week, but Patrick's still holding on. I mean, to have a 1-stroke lead and to have that many looks at the basket, I expect big things from him coming in on this back 9. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you there.